Okay, hello everybody. This is your online bestie. I am technically doing a tutorial on how to make like some Halloween props. I'm throwing a Halloween party and basically it's just like an easy way to make your cheap props that you can get from like I don't know, Shein or Amazon or Temu or whatever. Just like these little cheap, fake, rubbery props that you can get online and to make them look more realistic or bruised or damaged or injured. As you can see here, I made quite a few injuries. I made the skin look a little bit more realistic. I put some detailing in between the toes and the toenails. Because at first it was just a blob. Like you couldn't even determine which toe was which because they just kind of had them blobbed together. I added some pink on the veins. There's some more bruises here, some more veins. I just started these in the back. And I figured like I could just kind of turn this into a YouTube video because like I feel like a lot of these props look like super cheap and like people want them to look better for their parties and events and stuff. And I mean, it's really easy to do. Like this hand, as you can see, I have made some bruising on the fingertips, crusting in the nails, some bruising in between the fingers. The thumb looks nice. I guess because my lighting is yellow at the moment, everything looks a little bit more yellow than it actually is. But yeah, these bruises are in real life really nice purple, kind of greenish, bit of black, a little splash of everything. So unfortunately, that's not really picking up on my phone camera as well as it should. But all you'll need is literally like some permanent markers and a slightly wet, damp paintbrush to do this. It's really simple. And yeah, basically it just makes your props look more realistic, more gory, more creepy. I also made this mannequin head here. I just finished polishing her. I guess I say her because my mannequin's a girl, but I mean, you can't really tell by looking at this. But yeah, I just finished polishing her up. If you're interested in how to make this, I mean, she's pretty solid. I can potentially upload how to make this prop as well. But at the moment, I'm just basically gorifying this prop. With permanent markers, you only have seconds, like literally seconds, to work with it while it's wet in order to blend the colors together and move them around. So at the top here, I've already kind of started to like make some veins. I want to make this darker up here. I want to add some purple, the colors you'll need, as you can see here: purple, black, green, red, yellow, and brown. I do suggest a darker brown than this one, but that's all that came in the little pack that I bought. As you can see kind of here, these are Japanese markers. So yeah, I don't know what markers you would use if you're not in Japan, but yeah, these are just ordinary markers, just permanent markers, fat tip and skinny tip. Okay, so let's get started. Probably should prop my phone up so you guys can see. It'll probably be really close, but yeah, let me prop it up real quick. Okay, so I'm going to start with a bit of green because green is kind of hard to work with as it's really dark. And just wherever I already have some lines, I'm just going to, oh yeah, you also probably need your fingertips for this too. But yeah, just squiggle out some veins and then quickly blur them out. Squiggle them out. While it's wet, blur it out. Squiggle it out, make it blurry. Go over that again. I want it to be a little darker. Squiggle it out, blur it up. You see that? You see how like it's blurred up really quickly? Make some more squiggles. Just make this really quick video because I mean it's really cool. Like it's really easy to work with as well. I personally only have green veins, but I mean you could add some red ones too since this is a corpse. Okay, so let's do some red ones as well. Same thing. Just going along these green lines. Okay. And as you can see, some of these black ones up here, same thing. Just bring down a couple of black ones. You don't really need that many. Just really quickly, just blur them out. This washes right off of your fingers, by the way. I don't know about other products, but this particular product, I haven't had any problems with it sticking to my fingers or anything. But yeah, so I always start with the lightest color first, just showing you guys how it works. So get some of that yellow, and literally with your slightly damp brush. Just touch it and you can just kind of tell it's wet level, but you just tap around with the yellow, and you just, with the brush at the same time, blend out those colors on top of the veins you have just made. Yep, get in there really good. And you can already see how that green is starting to look more fleshy, right? So is the red. Same thing with the brown, but you won't bring the brown down as low. It doesn't matter which head you use either. You get more ink if you use the bigger head, and you get less ink if you use the smaller one. If you want more precision and control, obviously you'll go with the smaller head, but I'm just making a base color at the moment. I don't want to bring the brown down as far as I brought the yellow, but you can already see that that's getting pretty well GOREified. Then I will take a red color because that's our swelling. Get on that black. Get in there really good. Bring that down, but not as low as the brown. Get in there really good. Just blending out those colors. Our goal is to make this look like an injury. We want a lot of purple. Get that in there. Right on that black. That's the worst part of the injury, so we're going to need a good bit of purple. I wish you could see on my camera just how purple this is. It's very, very purple, way more than how it seems, but get in there. It's okay if you lose some of your lines. Again, those are really just guidelines. They're just your base that you're going to need for when you go back over it. But again, our goal is to GOREify things here. Okay, and then we'll hit it with a little bit of this black because that's where it's rotted. I'm using the same brush for all of the colors. And we're basically just doing some gradation. That looks nice. Great. Yep. Again, I want to get those nice veins so I can still kind of see where I drew them. So again, I'm going to go back in there and draw them in. They give you that nice color variation, especially the red ones. I think the red ones are really pretty. Just blend it out with your finger. I personally just feel like I have more control when I use my finger. It makes it, to me, at least to me, look like veins a little bit more if I use my fingers. And just make sure your lines are just really random. Look at that. It's already starting to come together, and I've only just gotten started. I do have the tendency to do the layering like maybe a good 3 times just to get those colors that I want, to get that consistency, to get it looking even. If I see a spot that needs a little more brown, I'll just add more brown. If I see a spot that could benefit from some more yellow, I'll use that yellow. But yeah, you just want to build up those colors until you get the desired effect. And this is just, I've only just started, and like, look at that. That just looks so bruised. So gross. And to keep in mind, this is like a cheap prop that I'm just trying to make it look a little bit more um gory and bruised, but that looks great. I mean, seriously. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more because that's, I mean, that's a severed limb. So we're going to bring that down a little bit more. We're going to put some black in the cracks of the bones. But yeah, I mean, that's just how you do it. I mean, you can see here, this one looks really, really good. I like that. Any cracks that are already in the fabric actually really helps too, to make it look more realistic. But I'm going to go into the bottom of the foot. I think the bottom of the foot is too clean. And I'm going to add fake dirt. So yeah, I'm going to make some more bruises on the bottom of the foot. Obviously I'm going to do the entire ring at the top. And then I'm going to do the dirt at the bottom of the foot. Dirt at the bottom of the foot is exactly the same concept, except for instead of drawing squiggly lines, I'm going to do like little dots to like show like little specks of dirt. And for the dirt, I will only need yellow, brown, and black in order to dirty up the bottom of the foot. I will go ahead and start finishing up how it looks at the top and then add a picture of how it came out at the end. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in gorifying your props a little bit for Halloween, that's a really cheap and easy way to get it done and make it look pretty decent. I mean, it depends on how good you are with color theory and drawing and stuff, but you can get a pretty decent product or finished product with this. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. This is your online bestie and just giving you guys some, you know, little advice for Halloween. Hope you enjoy and have fun. Bye.